Hey guys, free pick time. All right, back with another free play. So today I have a baseball play for you guys. I'm going to break down why I like this game and why I think math is on our side here. Before we jump into that, guys, didn't have a play yesterday for free picks. The day before, we took a push, okay? We had Angels first 5 innings in the Yankees-Angels game. So many opportunities for them to get this done. We had 2 runners thrown out at the plate, but more importantly, bottom of the 5th inning, sitting in a great spot because we can't possibly lose this bet anymore. All we can do is win or push. We got runners on second and third with nobody out. Now, historically, throughout the course of Major League Baseball, or I should say modern day Major League Baseball, you would expect to score runners on second and third with nobody out 85.22% of the time. Couldn't get it done. So disappointing there, but it is what it is. We get a push. It's still disappointing, even though it wasn't a loss, because you do want those wins, right? I mean, especially when you get 2 runners thrown out at home and you're 85% to win in the bottom of the 5th. So on to today. Before we do that, so I just gave out 3 different 2-unit plays. I want to mention a couple things about that. So number 1, we finished 1-2. Okay, 1 win, 2 losses. That's very, very disappointing, especially a situation where we're looking to at least go 2-0, if not 3-0, right? Our 1 loss, we did blow 2 different leads. All right, we had 2 leads in the game, blew them both, ended up losing that. But I think the important thing, so I mean, look, it could have been 2-1 easily there. The important thing out of all of these that I want to look at, not the win. Okay, yeah, we got the win. It was an easy win. The one yesterday, okay, we got the line at -110, and this almost never happens when we get a 2-unit play, but that line went from -110 to +117, and I constantly talk to you guys about the importance of beating the closing line, and it's one of the things, if you ask any one of the Masterclass members, what we probably do better than anyone else in the entire world right now is finding value in beating those closing lines, okay? A lot of our plays, I'd say the large majority of our plays, we end up beating the closing line. I believe going into today, our number was sitting around 79%. So when you're beating almost 80% of the closing lines, you are finding value. Now, this particular game, we had it as a pick'em -110, and it closed at +117. So that is a significant drop in value. And there's no other way and no other take to have on this game other than it was a bad pick. It lost. It was a bad pick. It deserved to lose. We lost value. Tons of sharps on the other side. I miscapped the game. And that's the unfortunate reality. That's going to happen from time to time. That's going to happen with anybody, okay? And that's, why we're not holding ourselves to a standard where we have to hit 80% or 90% or whatever. No, that's not it, okay? We're trying to identify value long-term. We practice bankroll management so we can absorb the ups and downs and sometimes the mistakes like this one, right? But at the end of the day, to have it happen on a 2-unit play is very rare, and it is disappointing. I was hopeful when we got into that spot, maybe we get lucky, maybe, the other team blow a lead or something like that. But it's disappointing to have a situation where you not only do you not win the bet, but you failed to find any value. And it was clear what the sharp side of the game was and not the side that I gave out. So we went 1-2. It is what it is. No harm, no foul. I mean, that 2-unit play yesterday, difference between, a winning day and a losing day. So we did take a small loss yesterday in Masterclass. But we bounce back and keep going at it. But I want to mention that, I talk about the good, talk about the bad, talk about everything in between on here. So is what it is. Now, hopefully the good here, we got a lot of value today. WNBA, we got 2 plays going today, including a big play. Major League Baseball, lots going on here. A couple larger plays today. Look, we got some good pitching matchups, some nice atmospheric conditions, some weather conditions that are certainly going to help. A great umpire matchup as well, believe it or not. I mean, I've talked about this in my Masterclass videos that, certainly not all umpires are equal, right? And the numbers will say that. And there's a good game out there where, we got a good umpire matchup, good pitching matchup versus the expected batting lineup, and good atmospheric conditions. What else can you ask for, really? Anyways, so If you're interested in all that jazz, benderwins.com, guys. 99 bucks a month gets you my full card every single day. All the Masterclass educational videos and the Bender Wins Guide to Professional Sports Betting. I promise you that we will not win every day. I watched a video just a couple days ago. Someone sent me with a little eye roll emoji. Said, never had a losing week. Been betting on sports for whatever he said, a gazillion years. Never had a losing week. He's always profitable every week. I promise you, if you join Masterclass, we'll have losing weeks. And I'm going to go one step further, and I'm going to promise you, okay? I promise you, we will have losing months. Because that is the reality of sports betting. And anyone that tells you otherwise is misinformed or straight up lying to your face, okay? So on that note, the other thing I promise is that we will find games that have value. We will find more games that win than lose. And I've done it very publicly over the last 3 years, and, myself personally, many, many years past that. All right. So I think the important thing with anything is to manage expectations, to come in and understand that the people that are telling you in this industry that you're going to get rich quick, that you're going to win every single week and every single month, they're blowing smoke up your ass, 100%. Billy Walters, okay? I keep going back to Billy. Yeah. Keep going back to Billy Walters. And guess what? Okay? He is, without a doubt, the greatest sports bettor of all time. This is not up for debate. This is not like, LeBron, Jordan, Gretzky, Lemieux. This is not a conversation. That man right there, Billy Walters, is the undisputed greatest sports bettor of all time, despite the fact everyone else on TikTok runs around calling themselves the GOAT. He's the best, okay? He openly admitted to having tons of losing months, okay? Billy never had a losing year, but he had lots of losing months. So when we look at this stuff, if you're interested in joining Masterclass, guys, again, it's important, manage your expectations. Do this with anything in life, okay? If you manage your expectations properly, it's easy to weather the storm. It's easy to practice bankroll management if you understand that there is a potential that we're going to have a losing month from time to time, okay? We're absolutely going to have losing weeks. We're going to have losing days. And if you manage these expectations and you approach this from a standpoint of finding value and practicing bankroll management, I'm finding the value part in Masterclass. You literally just have to focus on practicing bankroll management, staying disciplined. Pretty easy concept. BenderWins.com if you're interested, guys. We got a busy day with lots of value out there. So hope to see it. All right, today, guys, we're going to go with Boston and Oakland under 8.5. So Boston, Oakland under 8.5. Looking at a 15% decrease in expected home runs today. So that's a fairly significant decrease. A 6% decrease in hits. When I break this down in terms of expected pitching whip, okay, or walks, hits per inning pitch, it's a good indicator of, what kind of traffic we're going to see on base. And obviously, runs are generated off, home runs or base runners, hits, et cetera, right? But walks, hits per inning pitch is a good expectation. Boston, I expect to see give up a whip of 1.07, which is dramatically low, okay? Oakland, a little bit higher, 1.28, but still reasonable, okay? Respectable when you're betting an under. A combined average whip of 1.17, meaning each team should give up about 1.17 walks or hits per half of their inning, okay? Now, that is nice, that is low, and that means we should have a low amount of base runners. When you combine that with the 15% decrease in home runs, means we're going to have less home runs in this game, and the home runs we do get, we hope that they're solo shots. 0 home runs would be okay. We hope they're solo shots, but low, run producing home runs, not your 3-run home runs or your grand slams, et cetera, okay? I cap this as if you were to bet the over, the true line on the over should be plus 145, okay, on the over. I have us at a 59.2% chance to cover. And if you played this game a million times, which is the long term, what we think about, they would score an average of 7.55 runs. Okay, hope you learned something today, guys. Again, always approach this from the long term. Think about the realities of sports betting. This is a long-term venture. Everybody has losing days, weeks, months, okay? BenderWins.com for the full card, guys. Best of luck, and we'll see you soon.